Welcome back to Switch to Linux. We have a supporter stream here today, and we are going to be talking about, the digital insanity! Some of the craziest things that we've encountered over the course of the last couple weeks. Mostly we're doing this one today because our news is so full. I wanted to still do Sillyville, but not include it because we have so many articles in the regular news cycle. So anyway, we'll go ahead and bring everybody on. So we'll have a little bit of a laughy time here, and whoa, it looks like I do need to fix the size of the comment thread, but hello everybody. How's it going there?
Talking to us? Or...
Hello, everyone.
Dan is on. We have Quint is back from busyness at school and stuff, and we have Ashton is on today as well. Ashton submitted the first article of the week, so I thought it was only fitting to have Ashton jump on. So audio should be good. It's looking good on my end, and let us know how it's going here. But let's see. We got Ashton. We got Ken. Hello there. Let's see, what else we got? DJ Ware, hello there. Mitchell Morrison, hello from Phoenix. I can't tell you how warm it is here because for some reason, does anyone else have the issue my Cairo dock weather is not connecting to the internet? Anyone else have that issue? Or any other Linux applications not accessing? I don't know.
It is 66 degrees here.
It's 74 here, and it was just 74. A couple days ago, it was still in the 80s.
All this warmth.
Yeah,
meanwhile, I bought some plastic to hang up over my windows. Mitchell Valentino's on. Hello, Mitchell. I think, Mitchell, you're a patron supporter. If you have the opportunity, you can actually jump onto Patreon and grab the stream link and join in if you would like. Anyone else on Think Life Media or on Patreon can access the link here from this. Let's see. Oh, we got an email from Vince. Said he will join in, but he will probably be a little bit late, and he has given me 2 articles. I'm gonna have to pull up an email platform over here and grab those. Hey,
he's allowed to do that. He lives halfway around the world.
Yeah, you know. Let me pull up my email client over here, and I will drop these guys into rotation. Let's see. Hello, Linux Forever. Hello, Greg Gapster. Michelangelo. I love your paintings and your artwork and stuff. Let's see. Let me find my email. We're just going to grab these 2 articles that Vince has sent our way, and then I'll pull those up onto the system. You know what I have not tested yet? I've not tested if my article feed is pushing correctly yet. So let me go ahead and open these up into... Oh, yeah, there's Elon Musk one. I was thinking about including this, but I didn't. But we'll definitely include it.
I'm glad you included the Essential phone one, because that one's funny. I read through that.
Yeah, I was like, what? This is nonsense.
I wonder if it'll get lineage, since the original Essential phone has lineage.
Copy, paste, save.
Everybody's
Close. And pull up 2 more articles on my browser, and then we will be about ready to jump into the silliness of the news.
Yes, Sillyville.
Yes, and we are primarily like Sillyville. Official Sillyville generally is just generally any silly news, but what we're doing today is specifically silly news as it relates to tech. So that's what we got. Let's see, Luo, how's it going there? Living on the other side too. Greetings from Rotterdam. Well, need to buy a headset for streaming so I can join in some days. Does any cheap or headset work? I'll tell you what, I have these Skull Candy headphones. These would probably work just fine for you for just jumping onto a Google chat or something. They cost like $10. So that's what I might do. Ashton is now in the darkness. All right.
I turned the lamp off to see if the lighting would be good enough. Apparently, the lighting in the armor
article view is working. Of course, it's not. So let me go ahead and fix my article view.
I forget there's a delay on the stream.
Yes, there is indeed a delay on the stream. All right, are we ready to jump on into the articles, gentlemen?
Check.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Article number 1. Of course, you guys know that when you have electric cars, they don't make a lot of noise. And so there actually is a regulation regarding electric cars that they have to make some degree of noise. So usually they literally are just transmitting from the speaker an engine-like noise in the car. Well, Musk is like, dude, I can do so much better than that. I want my cars to fart as they're going down, or at least bleat like a sheep.
Oh, God.
So there you go. With the farting and bleating Teslas are going to be going down the street. So you're out taking a walk, all of a sudden you hear a big old... And then that means that the car's coming. Got to get out of here. Oh, by the way, they might also have the coconuts. Remember that? You know, the guys from Monty
Hey, man,
Python.
what do you think
coming
about
up.
my $80,000
I don't know
gas
about
bag?
you, but if I heard
Yeah,
a car fart,
that's
the
right.
first thing I would do is just bust out laughing.
Yeah. I'm not going to get out of the way. I'm going to be too busy laughing in the middle of the street. I'm going to get plumbed over just like that Tesla took out that guy down in Arizona, man. But yeah, so the Tesla wants to offer custom horn and movement sounds. I can only imagine what is going to happen. Like, you allow a consumer to make that thing do what you want, whatever they want to do. You open ability this thing, and we are going to have cars that are like, get the bleep out of the way. It's going to be swearing down the road. And then we're going to have to question and have this thousands of dollars of customer or of tax money going into figuring out, is it Tesla's problem or is it the consumer's problem that the cars are driving down the road, spewing forth expletives down there right past the daycare center. F-U, 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 F-U as the car's going on right down the children. Oh, my Lord. So all of a sudden, a fart doesn't sound too bad.
I don't know
Next
about
thing you know, they'll
but
be having a
if
bowel
I had a
movement. at
car
the
like that,
streetlight.
I would just make it play video game music. Just screw
There
it.
you go. Dun, 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 dun. Nintendo just copy claimed my thing, didn't they? Oh, boy. So, yeah, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Is this totally awesome, or is this totally insane, or what do we think? What's our general thoughts on this? Cat gamer, move the blanket out of the way. That's right.
It's a bit absurd. I'm gonna be honest. It's a bit absurd.
Yeah. This, of course, I did not include this article. I was looking to see if it was in my business news or not. I'm not sure. It might have been something from last week, but the cars that have, all these advanced braking features and things like this, they don't do good at recognizing pedestrians, and so they have a tendency to run people over. Oh, boy. So, yeah. Any other thoughts on this article before we jump on over?
I would just be laughing the entire time. If it's like fart noises and goats going. Yeah, you have goats screaming and going down the street. I can just only imagine.
Wait.
Goat
It's doing
simulator.
move.
An alternative to having your car make goat sounds is have actual goats.
Let's just put some horses there. I like this the Monty Python idea from the pepper, Hey, Vince, how's it going there? Just in time, Vince. What's your thoughts on this insane Tesla car fart noises and bleeding?
Well, but isn't there a safety message in this, and that people can't hear electric cars, so they need to make
Correct.
some sort of noise?
Yeah. So
Yep.
that's what the thing is that there is a law that an electric car has to emit some type of noise so you can hear them. And honestly, I talked about this. I'm so behind the times. Like, was it 2 or 3 months ago? My friend and I finally upgraded to Black Ops 2. Okay. And one of the major challenges that I have in Black Ops 2 is in Black Ops 1, when I'm up there camping, I can hear people coming up the steps behind you. Black Ops 2, you can't hear anybody. Like, you're sitting here, there's no noise on the screen. All of a sudden, you get knifed from behind because some guy just snuck up on you. Oof. In theory, there's a perk that allows you to hear people. I tried turning it on, you can't hear nothing. So, it's one of these things.
Isn't that because people don't like campers, though? They turned off that feature so that people couldn't camp.
Yeah, we're playing against bots. It's my friend and I play against a bunch of bots. But yeah, that's possibly the case. Now, there is a perk that makes you be dead silent, but I refuse to believe that every single bot has dead silent turned on. I don't know. But anyway, yes, that has to deal with it. So the question is, should we, all right, I need to hear a vote from everybody. Should we allow people to put any noise that they want on these cars, or should we say, no, just make it a traditional engine noise? Ashton, what's your thoughts?
I would say just make it a traditional noise.
Okay.
Just keep things simple. And
Sure.
make it to where you can't have cars going down the road. F you, F you, F you, F you.
Yeah. All right, Dan, what do you think?
I think electric cars should have a standardized noise. It does not have to be a noise that's exactly the same as a traditional combustion engine car, but it can be a noise that's unique just for the electric cars. It's standardized.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that makes
Um,
sense.
Quint, what do you think?
I agree with Dan that I think it's standardized noise. Maybe just like a beep or something, not something like maybe a
Like a
not-
Jetsons.
Yeah.
maybe something that's not super that you can recognize, but not something that's crazy. Like we don't need fart noises and stuff going down the street.
Yeah. Vince, what do you think?
It's funny how just the old people recognize the Jetsons noise. But I was going to say exactly this.
The
I was going
what?
to say exactly the Jetsons noise.
What is that noise? I don't know what that
You're
noise is.
going to have to show them, Tom.
Yeah, it's an old cartoon. It's an old cartoon. The old futuristic cartoon. Right?
I was going to say that.
It's like it's like their car. I don't know if I can find one or not. I'm not going to try right now because I have too many cameras on. But if you just look up Jetsons spaceship or car or whatever it is.
This gets one level nuttier too if you let it get out of control. The next thing you know, advertisements will be coming out of the cars.
Buy Coke! Buy Coke! Buy Coke! Buy Coke! Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Just don't play that down by the Mexican border, you know.
I just had a brilliant idea. Just get one of those Teslas and with the customizable engine noise and just change it to the Alexa order unicorn meat thing.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And then all the people with their Alexa glasses and their Alexa rings or their Alexa loops, they'll go home and there'll be stocks of unicorn meat on their front porch. I don't know. All right. We got some comments on this one in the comment feed as well. Let's see. Gracie. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Simple Tech. Let's see. We had coconuts clapping like MPs in the Holy Grail. That's one of the things that he proposed and said in there. Mitchell says allow any noise. I just think that's just going to get too crazy. Normal by default. Purchase custom noises. There you go. Upsell. All right. There's an option. Sound of a train honk.
Oh, I just remembered a mod I saw someone do on. It was like Mark Rober. And he added 2 extra horns. He added a polite courtesy honk, and he added a train horn.
My uncle lived in New York City in the 80s, and he actually decked out his car with a big old megaphone with one of those. Remember the things where it was had 8 buttons on it? You like the machine gun, the fart noise, all these things. He put this thing out on a megaphone in New York City, and this is the 80s. And so, if traffic got bad, he just hit the machine gun on a megaphone on his car, and then you see all these people duck. Oh boy! Yeah, advertising coming from car noises, that would be very annoying. That's right. All right, let's jump on to the next article. Ashton, this is you. This is Ashton's contribution from Gizmodo. The self-driving garbage can remembers to take itself to the curb for you. You want to give us the lowdown on this thing?
I can't even sometimes, honestly.
Yeah. All right. So, did you get a chance to read through the article, or did you just spot the video on Twitter? I think you sent me the Twitter link.
I actually did read through the article, and I saw this little GIF up at the top on the article. It is interesting.
Now I want one of them.
What the main one thing I'm really concerned about is that thing you have to put out on the side of the the curb for as a docking station.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's gonna trip over that, and plus whenever the garbage people put it back, who's to say they're not gonna throw it out on its side and then it's not gonna be able to do crap?
Oh yeah,
that's totally truck uses them garbage cans.
I can definitely say that because. What I was going to say is I can definitely say that because my grandparents, they have a house up in North Carolina, and the garbage people there just throw the garbage can they just throw it back down.
Yeah. Ours surprisingly sets our trash cans right back down where they were, and it totally shocks me. But this thing's creepy for sure. I mean, and I gotta say, this might be something good for me because about every other week or every third week or so, I forget to put the garbage out just because, they come so early in the morning. I forget about it, but I also consume so little waste. I can probably only put it out once a month and I'd be okay, other than, maybe the stink in the summer, but
Whenever I was in high school, it was my job to take out the garbage, put the can out by the road.
So then you're saying that this alleviates the problem of chores. So now the kids will have less chores to do, and that just means less responsibility, and then our society will collapse into chaos.
Yeah,
All right.
which is why like on one hand, I would love to not have to go out in the middle of summer to push the freaking thing out, but at the same time, what you just said.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
I think there's an opportunity lost here. There's an opportunity lost here because I would love for this to be controllable by your phone with a little camera. Mm-hmm. Right. So if somebody bothers you one of your neighbors bothers you, just drive your
garbage can.
Yeah, that's right. Just drive your garbage can and chase them around the street.
Yeah, that's right.
You've annoyed
with
me
a little
camera.
Get it like an up and down so you can go and you can dump your trash on the neighbor's lawn.
There's also a useful purpose for this.
All right, what's that?
Let's say you have people living in a house that are disabled and can't walk all the way out to the street.
Yeah.
This would be a way for them to get their can to the street. Now,
that might be a good.
Where I live, the garbage man does not ever touch the garbage can unless he's got good cause. The truck has an arm that comes out. It's square cut, locks around the can, picks it up, dumps it into a bin in front of the truck so the garbage man can see what's going in it, and then sets it down exactly where it was when they got it. Mm-hmm. And he never has to touch it.
Yeah.
Unless he finds lithium-ion batteries and junk like that in your trash.
I mean, can he really spot what you're... I don't know. That's weird. Anyway. But yeah.
I actually know, because it would be nice, this applies to you too, Ashton, where it's the South, it gets really hot, it gets 100 degrees in the summer, and having to take the trash out and everything. You just don't want to go outside.
Yeah.
Well, suppose it's a severe thunderstorm and you don't want to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's a thunderstorm, you better wait till the morning.
Well, when it's a thunderstorm, I like to run out with graphite fishing rods like this and wave them in the air. That's the fun part. Find an open field, That's how I recharge my reptilian alien batteries. All right, any other thoughts and comments on this thing here?
I tend to check my key in the jar.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's see. We got.
What this is?
Hello, Gnostic. Greetings. Let's see. Topic: ZFS instead of ext4 for all partitions in Ubuntu. Do it or wait. I would probably not do it on production system at this point in time, but I would definitely do it on a test system. Hello, Anna Rita. Greetings to you. Smart garbage bins. Yes, how lazy can be would be. I have two 1 terabyte SSDs and laptops. Thinking if I could double my read speed. I have no idea. I don't know precious little about ZFS. Anybody here know anything about ZFS?
Haven't tried it yet.
So I guess the Ubuntu installer does now have ZFS in it.
I just know that ZFS is the file system in FreeNAS. That's all I know about it.
Yeah, and Ubuntu has now become the first Linux distribution with it.
File system that like someone used it like a server that had like two servers that had like a petabyte.
Yeah. All right, are we ready for the next article here?
Yes.
So we all know we need to save the planet. We all know, that we are at the beginning of a mass extinction and the whole world's going to blow up and the ice caps are all going to melt in, Florida and sorry, Quint, Georgia also. Y'all are going to be underwater. Everything's going to happen. And what can we do? Well, we have to eat insects. Well, how do we expedite the process of eating insects? by getting robots that mass produce the meal of the future, insects. The future's in crickets, people. The future's in crickets. So
Ew,
I actually first saw this concept of eating the crickets and stuff actually on a Shark Tank episode like 3 years ago or so. And the people are like, yeah, crickets, we can make flour out of crickets to make protein bars out of crickets. And it's so much more sustainable than anything else. And, well, this is the thing, because if you've been following some of the political stuff, this was one of the things in the Green New Deal. This is one of the things that has been pushed out in the new global climate change crisis and all these types of things. They're literally now, I mean, it's just like Soylent Green. They're literally now actually talking about eating your grandparents. This is why AOC was trolled by a lady saying, hey, we need to go and eat our infants now. But they've been seriously saying we need to eat bugs to have sustainability, because eating bugs is better for the environment than eating meat. And so they're going with the insects. So now we have the insects that are now being processed by the robots. Reactions, people. Ashton, what do you think?
Do people not realize that insects have meat in them?
Well, that's the thing. Is basically they're saying like the lobster is, the spider of the sea. They're very similar there too. And with all of this, of course, they're like, hey, we eat insects all the time. Every time you eat lobster and stuff. Yeah. Dan, what do you think?
Reptiles have no problem eating them.
Mm-hmm.
So reptiles have no problem eating them. So just grab a big old handful and throw them in the blender.
There you go. Yep. All right. Quint?
What do you need the robot for?
That's right. Quint, bug burgers, what do you think?
I do not want to eat insects. I think I'll just stick to eating meat, like normal meat that's based on
hurt the planet, All right, Vince, what do you think?
I'll just put it out there. I've had crickets. They're not the best, but they are a good source of protein.
Yeah, and they're not going to destroy the planet. I mean,
apparently.
We may have not much choice in the future.
I'm gonna be, I might have to be a policeman so that when meat is so hard to find, I can steal it from the murder victim's house myself, like they did.
Well, the locusts come and destroy our crops and tear them all up and eat them up. So why don't we just eat the locusts?
Hey, why not? Hey, I've eaten them before. I've eaten insects, and give me a slab of beef any day, Yeah. So, all right. So anyway, 2013, United Nations published a landmark report entitled "Edible Insects: The Future Prospects for Food and Feed Security," against a backdrop of overpopulation, food and land scarcity, and climate change. You see, anybody if you guys really believe that there's a scarcity of land, I'm gonna drop you off in the middle of Wyoming and tell you get somewhere. Anyone here ever been in the middle of Wyoming?
I've been to Wyoming, never the middle.
Yeah,
I've been to a lot of places in Montana, so I know what that's all like.
It's very similar, right? I literally, I think Montana is going to be about the same. You will go at times 100 or 200 or more miles without seeing any semblance of any civilization. Not that we need to fill all of that up necessarily, but I think that this is more of a political poll rather than a global crisis poll. But of course, the United Nations has talked about this. There was a case just recently, I think it was a Swedish guy was giving a talk recently talking about, we need to think realistically about eating our grandparents when they die because, we have a crisis of things. It's insane. But it's something that's coming down the pipeline. But eating insects is what they're talking about. Any final thoughts on eating of insects here? Crickets,
no.
Robots? All right.
No,
so robots.
Well, if they can build a city in the middle of, if they can build a city in Nevada called Las Vegas, which is in a very dense desert area, they can definitely do the same with Montana and all the others, and Wyoming.
Yeah. All right. Any other discussion? All right. Quint, this is you. The Essentials new smartphone has the aspect ratio of a television remote. Thoughts? I think Quint was talking about this one earlier.
I have the original Essential phone right here, and it's just a normal phone, and it's great, but I don't know where they're going with this crazy new remote phone.
Yeah, isn't it like half the width of that one you have right now?
Yeah, so
it's taller too,
So one of the major advantages is like Louis Rossman talked about this the other day on one of his videos on why people use Apple, right? And one of the things he talks about is, man, he wants a phone where he can use it with one hand comfortably. And I think that's important. And that's why it's nice that, like, right now, Apple is the only company making a current phone that is small. And so this does solve part of that problem. I'm just looking at this going, man, I do not want a phone that's like this. But I can say, just looking at the pictures here, it actually looks like they're handling a lot of their UI, much like the Windows Phone, which was a way better way of handling a UI, I think. The Windows Phone had a great UI. And so looking at it, it makes some sense in some ways. I just think, I don't like... Walk around, put your TV remote in your pocket and see if it's really comfortable to carry around. I bet it's probably not.
Okay, wait, let me try.
The other thing,
the TV remote right.
The other thing that's similar to this is that there was a meme it was back in 2012 about the iPhone 5, how small it was, that they made this, that Apple decided to make a really big version of the iPhone 5. Just look it up. There was this whole meme about it.
Oh,
and that's what a lot of people were.
I saw that video. It was like the iPhone 5.
Yeah.
It was like real.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Ashton, right?
Yeah, I know what you're.
That's what people were comparing this to. The other thing, though, is Tom, would you use it since since this Essential phone has an unlockable bootloader and supports Lineage? Would you use that phone if you could put Lineage on it?
No, I think it's ridiculous.
I don't blame you.
I'm thinking more and more, my next phone might be a dumb phone. I don't know.
Well,
maybe the only place I could see this being a practical application is putting Core on it to control my Kodi box on the back of my TV. That'd be more natural.
Are you still running? This is a bit off topic, but are you running? Do you have Pi Lineage OS 16? Are you still on 15, the Oreo build?
15. I think I'm still on 15. Yeah. All right. Other thoughts, Dan? What's your thoughts on this thing?
Well, it looks like it fits in your hand pretty good. I know where they're going with this whole thing about the phones and being so big. My cousin came over and he got a brand new phone because his company, he retired from his company and they took his phone. So he was using it as dual purpose, work and personal. So he comes over here with his brand new Samsung 10 phone and he can barely hold it in his hand. And I looked down like, would you buy a phone or a TV set?
Yeah. Yep.
You know, but a remote control would probably fit in your pocket pretty rough because it's not flat and it's kind of round, bumpy, and multi-dimensional and all that.
Like this thing's got this big old bump for the batteries on the back.
Yeah, see, when I put my phone it's flat, and when I slide it into my pocket, it slides flat up against my hip, and I put the screen on the inside so my leg protects the screen.
Yeah, this guy's got a little bit of a butt.
Yeah, and another factor is too, consider women. Women's pockets in their pants are shorter than men's, and so this thing would be sticking out of a woman's pocket pretty easily. It looks like. That's my thought.
Let me show you this. I'll show you a picture of the iPhone 5 thing.
All right. Well, you're pulling that up, Vince. What's your thoughts on this?
Oh well. I'm usually using my phone single-handed, and whenever I'm looking at a phone, because I'm usually doing something else and using my phone with the other hand, and when I'm looking at this phone, I'm just wondering, can I reach with my thumb while holding it? That's one thing I would always be concerned about. The thing about the pockets, that's a really valid point, because as I've grown over the years in my girth, that is, some of my jeans have gotten a bit tighter, and my current phone now, which is the Galaxy S8, sometimes when I put it in my pocket, in the front pocket, I can't sit down because the phone's just sticking into my groin.
Yeah.
Oof.
Ouch.
And so this one might make it a bit worse. And can you imagine the comments you might get at a bar or something with this type of phone in your pocket? And I'll leave it with that.
It'd be somewhat like that controversial Justin Trudeau video. If you're following any of that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we're not going to expound on it. But if you do, welcome to the gem.
This is it right here.
All right, go ahead,
I
Quinn.
found it. This is what it looks like. This is what everybody was comparing this phone, the Essential phone, to. Let me just do a screen share.
I can figure out how to do that.
Here, this is this thing here.
Dang.
How long is that?
Wow.
That is epic.
How long
That
is
is
that?
epic.
Does it have like an actual like length? That
What
one
do they
is
call it, the
literally-
eye remote?
That is literally Obi-Wan.
iPhone 30. I like the nunchucks there.
This meme is like 7 years old, and then people came out and, or when they saw the Essential phone, they were like, "Oh, this is exactly what this is like."
The phone
It's the
saver.
iPhone 20, except it's an Android.
Wow. That is epic. I gotta say, that is epic.
If it was any longer, you could use it for a cane.
The other thing, the video, I'm not going to show the video, but if you just look it up,
the lightsaber.
the video had a special. They were like advertising these special pants that had deep pockets, so you could put it in there.
Oh my god, I remember that video. Oh my god.
Wow. All right, let's see what the what's everybody else say down here? Let's see.
Everybody should have a set of phone chucks.
That's right. We need whack. Put that phone down.
Put it down!
Let's see. Turn garbage into food and eat the bugs. There you go. Yeah, that's right. The movie Snowpiercer has the concept of eating crickets as a protein bar. Yeah. Ate crickets when I lived in Southeast Asia. No big deal, but I don't think I'd want to eat people. I'm mostly pescatarian now. All right.
Cannibalism bad.
That's right. So what's next after bugs? Soylent Green? Well, they're already talking about it, actually.
Oof.
But lobster is good with a butter. Bug, not so much. Oh, boy.
Oof.
So Leo would not eat insects, so if I would eat bugs, is not going to make me fat then. That's right. Locusts, yummy. So Mom, if we were to die tomorrow, it'd be a blessing because I know where I would be, and it'd be far better off, and you wouldn't have to worry. All right. I can see the world ending at some point. Oh, it's gonna end. It's gonna end for sure.
I don't know when, but it's coming. It's probably coming.
I thought GMOs were. Oh yeah. Oh, touche. I thought GMOs were supposed to fix the world hunger problem. Guess that was just some BS. Well, funny how these things move. Heard the insects are food news all my life. Never catches on. The culture demands hamburgers and hot dogs. That's right. Hey man, I got me some 5-pack of Italian sausages for $3 the other day, and they were glorious. Eat out grandparents. No, thank you. Yeah.
Nope.
All right.
Actually, this reminds me of something. I think I read a study once that said that a lot of processed food, packaged foods, the way that it's processed, you actually can contain a certain percentage of insect bits in it. Just because in the factory you can get like little bits of cockroach that drops into the food.
Yep.
So we're all eating insects without knowing it.
It's not that you get little
It's
metal
just
shavings,
Apparently,
parts of machinery and stuff.
But
in
that
them
doesn't
too.
mean I want to convert my diet from 0.001% insects to 99.99% insects. There's a little bit of difference there.
In other news, apparently Ken S. bought stocks in canoe building.
Yeah. Hello, LJ. LJ just jumped on. Greetings. My days when my mom was worried about me when I was dating, she wanted to know where I was. I would just lie because there's no tracking. Yeah. All right.
But now we have Life 360.
Yeah, pretty much. Who wears phones on jeans pocket? What happens? I use a bag. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's some people that do. I don't know. Our purse is still the in thing. A merce, a man purse. Hello, Skybear. Greetings. Thought sci-fi. The final battle was to laugh. Yeah. Now some Looney Tunes thinking of eating dead people. That's right. Crestbot streaming. Minimum processing for YouTube streaming. I've done it on my i5 computer before. It's not a super good experience. You might have to stream it like 720 instead of HD. I'm actually doing this on a Ryzen 5 chip. So 12%.
Gnostic, you're exactly right. Stop looking down. People should look at each other, not at your phones.
Yes.
So I make it a point. Like if I'm sitting at in public transport, like on a bus or a train, I stick my phone in my pocket. I'm looking around, and there's nobody else looking around. Like you can't catch anybody's eye to just open up a conversation or anything like that at all.
Yeah, it
makes it kind of hard to pick up someone for a date.
Yeah. Okay. All right. DT jumped on. Greetings, DT. How's it going there? And Country Fried Linux is on. Hello, Country Fried. How's it going? All right. We ready for the next article here? All right. So our next article. This is actually just kind of a rehash. I was looking at some of these crazy new smart appliances and what has actually made it. Well, this device is still here. It still exists. It's the Quirky Egg Minder Wink app. So it's the Smart Egg Tray. And when I was reading about it, they said what you have to do is you have to read the questions and answer sections on Amazon because it was worth absolutely everything. It was just glorious. And for some reason, my web browser crapped out, so give me just a second. Let me get that fixed, guys. And so you will be able to see. I'm not sure why it jumped over to the...
Sorry for the quick absent, by the way. My Amy tried to FaceTime me.
Oh, boy. And now I got to fix the web cameras. Let's see. I think we're fixed now. Hey, we are fixed now. All right, here we are. So now if you guys remember the Smart Egg Tray, so it will always be connected to your phone. So you can always check your phone to see how many eggs you have in the refrigerator to see if you need eggs. And I was told I had to go down and read the questions and answers section. And I only got for the first couple and was worth it. So are we ready for the questions and answers?
Ooh, I'm curious.
Okay.
I am ready.
Question. Can this product be used as an incubator? I'd like to count my kitchen chickens before they hatch. No. And, of course, the comments on there. Was this product designed to drive sufferers of OCD insane? It holds 14 eggs, and yet eggs are sold by the dozen.
Oh, my God.
Is this just for chicken eggs? Can I put, say, duck eggs in it? Will it work with brown eggs? The image only shows white eggs.
Oh my God! What?
We won't start that conversation here.
If it is egg, it will work.
Will the running low on eggs feature be inferred when being handled by a woman in her mid-30s? Wow. Do the eggs still have to be in their shells for this to work? Do I have to worry about hackers breaking into it? Will that break the eggs? Is there a virus checker for it? $78 to monitor 2 cartons of eggs. Well, apparently it used to be $78. Now it's a steal at $10. Just an FYI. I don't know. Maybe I should get one of these because I use. I go back and I buy my eggs from the farmer down there. It'd just be awesome if I could just take my thing out and just take it right to him. Don't even have to carry the cartridge back and forth. I don't know. Well, this. Will this keep my eggs charged? And does the tray itself require charging, or is it powered by white privilege?
What kind of questions are these?
How does the product determine the freshness of your eggs? Is it timer based, or is there some sort of sensor?
I'm so confused.
Will this work without the add-on of a cleaver egg cracker? How long does it take for eggs to grow? It's been 4 days and still no eggs.
Why are people so dumb?
Not view amount of eggs, number of eggs. Thank you. Does the wireless connect to your mobile phone? Means does it work without any attitude? I don't know.
Without attitude? What?
Let's see. Mine is very inaccurate. Is there a way to update the firmware?
It's that question.
I think we're getting some repeats going. Does this track the size of your eggs? Extra large, large, medium, and small. Actually, I have a couple eggs right now that are so large I can't close the container.
Jumbo.
Goose eggs.
My family has some chickens, and a couple times they laid like double yolk eggs.
Yeah, I've had those. Those are pretty nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
Unless you don't like yolk, then they're pretty bad. Does it work on hard-boiled eggs?
Well, I mean, if you boil them, you already should know.
I don't know why my thing keeps crashing, but my article view crashed again on me. All right.
Ugh. Is it OBS?
No, it's not. I mean, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's something. But for whatever reason, it might have just been swapping the questions and answer section. So let me see if I can do one more thing here. I just got to fix the web browser view again. All right. Any comments on this while I'm fixing our thing here? Any other thoughts and comments on this guy?
Too much stupid in the questions. That's all I really gotta say.
DT wants to know if it's licensed on the GPL.
What?
Oh, for the egg thing? I didn't see anything about it, but there may be. Oh boy.
This is ridiculous.
If it's open source, you can always fork it. Get it? Fork it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I don't know. I prefer knifing it though. Smart egg tray, just what Mitchell was missing from his life. That's right. Okay. How about a kiwi egg? How big's a kiwi egg?
I think they're a bit small.
Are they about like? Are they about like that big? Like this big?
Can
Or
you
smaller?
install Linux on it? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It may be already running Linux.
Somebody put Linux on my toaster, please.
It probably
You have
already
to
is
eat
running.
that. If you have to ask that many questions about an egg, you don't need to eat them.
Yeah. All right, next one, Quint. This is your article. Amazon Echo Frames. I got this just before we started, and it keeps on jumping my thing over there. Let me fix it again, and then I'll be back. So go ahead, Quint. Talk about this guy while we're working on it
Which
here.
article is this? The one that I sent you from
Yeah, this is the
CNET?
Amazon Echo Frames. Yep.
Basically, what this thing is it's I don't have the article pulled up and my thing's lagging, but I'll just tell you from what I remember. It's basically these glasses that have microphones built into them, and you can ask Alexa things on the go, and they connect to your phone, and so you can use them to make calls and stuff too.
Alexa, order unicorn meat.
Yeah, we have to do that. So Amazon Alexa Frames. So Amazon's trying to get everywhere. I think we have an article about this for the business news tomorrow, where it's just like Amazon's wants to be in your house and outside of your house. They want to monitor everything. It's kind of crazy. So
In
Amazon
your house,
Echo
outside your
Frames.
house, above your house.
It's very similar. I don't know if you guys remember the Google Glass thing from a
Yeah.
couple years ago.
Yeah, except these aren't really
Similar to
smart
that.
glasses. They're just an Echo with glass inside of glasses frames. They don't really have
Yeah.
like a screen.
Yeah, they don't do much else. You can use prescription. You can use prescription lenses in the Echo Frames. Ooh.
That's good to know,
And
I
you can
guess.
also do
Never used them,
sunglasses
but good to know.
too.
They don't have a heads-up display. Echo Frames make phone calls. Very good.
That's what I said, yeah.
They don't have a camera. That's the good news. That means that I will not have to be constantly walking around doing this in public. Now, I might join Antifa just so that I can wear a thing in public and not be bothered. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. All right. Let's see. You'll need Amazon's chargers. Oh boy. Here's how Echo Frames are listening to you. Echo Frames function like other Amazon Alexa devices, and that Alexa is always listening for the wake word. Once triggered, the frames will start recording your voice and then send audio. Of course, we all know that it's collecting and sending the data to the servers anyway. It's just doing something when you say it.
Yeah. Well, you're walking down the street cussing at people. It's recording it and reducing your social score.
That's right. That's right.
It would be so bad if you knew someone in real life called Alexa. Like, every single time you spoke to this person, you'd be talking also to Amazon.
Yeah.
So basically, you go up to your friend and say, "Hey Alexa," and then your freaking phone turns on.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You should expect more devices like these, please. No. No.
At least with Siri, like there's less chance that you know someone called Siri. But Alexa, I think there's more chance.
Yeah.
The funny thing, it's not the same. It's a different Siri now. But the person who did the original Siri lived in Atlanta.
So is actually
Were they
named
called
for
Siri?
somebody?
No, they weren't named that, but the person who did the voice lives in Atlanta.
All right, Vince, on to 2 articles from Vince that I did not get a chance to look at. So, meat grown in space for the first time ever. What's this one about?
That's actually kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? But I'm guessing they're doing it so that humans can eventually colonize Mars and go off to the stars and whatnot. But I was thinking about it. They were talking. One of the advantages of growing it in space is that it actually grows a lot faster because there's no gravity. Apparently, there's no gravity to pull it down, so that it grows on all surfaces of the meat. But if you can bring out the picture of the blob of meat that they grow, that hardly looks appetizing at all.
Oh yeah.
Can you see it? Yes.
Yum. That looks so amazing.
And the way that I understand meat and different cuts of meat is that you get different cuts of meat that taste differently because they're on different parts of animals that do different bits of work. So a bit of animal that does a lot more work is a bit more tastier, but it's going to be a bit tougher. So you can't really. I mean, that's the thing I have with artificial meats now. It doesn't quite strike me as it's going to be able to replicate that aspect of meat. So until they can get something that tastes and smells like bacon, I'm not sold.
Yeah. I'm with you. I don't know. I'm thoughts everybody. I personally, I don't want to eat lab-grown meat. Give me a slab of beef off a cow. That's my thoughts. What do you guys think? Your thoughts? Lab meat? No lab meat. Vince, what do you think?
I don't think I want to eat lab meat either.
All right.
What
I think
heard, though,
I think lab meat's pushing it too far.
Vince, lab meat? No lab meat?
Nope, for me.
And Ashton?
No, honestly.
No lab meat. All right. So would anybody in the comments, would you guys eat lab meat or not eat lab meat? I'm just, here's my thought. Here's my reason why. No, you're not going to be able to synthesize exactly what meat is because nature is too complex. It's kind of like the Coca-Cola company. Is it Coke? Yeah, I think it's Coca-Cola company owns what they're trying to produce is the first national brand of milk called Fairlife. Okay, and the idea is we want to make a milk that is perfect scientifically, and so what they're doing is they're taking milk and they're separating it into all the components, and then they're trying to reassemble it, of course, leaving out what they deem the bad stuff. The problem is that bad stuff generally in 10, 20 years is going to be found to be, oh, that was all really good stuff. We just didn't know what it did at that point in time. And so we get that kind of thing. And anytime we start messing with nature like this and then putting it into our bodies, that is causing some issues, I think. That's my
I'm surprised I haven't seen any of this milk yet, even though I live where Coca-Cola's based. So
it's called.
I bought a jug of it once.
What'd you say?
I bought a jug of that milk once. You wouldn't believe how long the expiration date is on it. I mean, it's like they got to be putting some preservatives or something in it because the date goes out for 2 months almost.
Yep. That's right. All right. Any other thoughts on this article here?
Might as well go back to the bugs. The lab meat ain't cutting it, so maybe the bugs will.
Yeah. Why don't we have bugs, but if you want some meat, it's got to be the lab meat. Lab meat and bugs, man. We're going to save the planet.
No.
Yeah, and if you guys hunt around your grocery store, you might find that milk. It's called Fairlife. You'll look for it in your dairy section. I'm not sure it should be in dairy. I'm not sure it qualifies anymore, but
something like that. Like plants.
So we think it would
growing
be very
on top
exciting
of water
to
and have fish in the water that eat like stuff in the poop fertilizes the plants. I think that's how aquaponics work. I don't know.
There's a comment from Author Things says lab meat reminds me of a tumor, and I just read that. I'm thinking about it. There's some seriousness to this. Like, if you grow lab meat and it doesn't have all the growth factors turned off, and you eat it, could it indeed turn into a tumor in your body?
Well, that's an interesting question because if you're familiar with mad cow disease, right? Mad cow disease is a prion. The class of the disease that prions are actual proteins that get into your bloodstream and wreak havoc in your body. So I would wager it's a distinct possibility depending on what proteins are in there. So, I mean, of course, all a tumor is unregulated cell growth. Usually, P53 sections which regulate apoptosis are disabled, things like that. And so if you were to disable all those things, it is distinctly possible that something like that could actually happen, that it could potentially cause some issues. So give me the cow anytime, as long as it's not a mad cow disease, And you guys know how to tell if your cow has mad cow disease, right? It's a very simple thing. You need to look at your cow. And if it goes, it's good. But if you look at your cow and it goes, you should eat the chicken instead. Just letting you know. So
that was brilliant.
Yeah, old joke I found. All right, last article, also from Vince, and I didn't get a chance to read this yet. Elon Musk does not know where the aliens are, so stop asking. What's this about?
Well, the first thing is, why does everyone keep asking Elon Musk where the aliens are? Like, you wonder, right? Isn't there an old meme that goes around
he's not an alien. I mean,
well, isn't there a meme that goes around that everyone thinks he's an alien?
There might be. I mean, I can confirm he's not one. But,
and then the thing that makes this article funny is that towards the end of the article, it goes to great lengths to say Elon Musk does not do any research in cosmology, does not do any space research. He's not a researcher. He doesn't know anything at all.
He's just a guy who's doing crap.
So, in other words, now, does it say it in such a way that it's very clearly propaganda and they want you just to believe that?
I don't know.
Let's see. As of right now, we're alone. I'm thinking that's where it is. Musk added, if there were some type of life form on Mars, that life form would likely exist very far below the planet's surface and would be extremely resilient, since it would have had adapted to harsh conditions of the planet. I hope I'm wrong, Musk concluded, responding to a person in the crowd who, in a joking tone, said they didn't believe what he said about not having alien knowledge. If they are here, I hope they're nice. You know, they haven't killed us yet, so they must not be that bad. Trying to see if I can. Okay, there it is. I found the spot. Musk is not an astrobiologist, nor does he perform research in other fields of advancing the search for extraterrestrial life. So I'm not sure that the idea that if anyone has information about aliens, it's Elon Musk holds up. Still, he remains a powerful figure in the spaceflight industry, and for all who are wondering, he has seen no evidence of alien life. Okay, yeah. He's not an alien, I can confirm. Because I am. He's not. Oh, boy. All right. Let's see. Other thoughts on that?
Your handler would tell you if Elon Musk was an alien.
Oh, I have the database. That's low-level alien knowledge. That's nothing that... I mean...
Who, CJ?
Yeah, CJ's the handler, but I mean, us, the Greys, there's really just two alien races here on Earth, and there's the reptilians and the Greys, and so we all census each other so we know who's who. See, growing food in greenhouses is okay, but this is going overboard. Yes. Well, growing food in greenhouses, like growing plants in greenhouses, hey man, I just made a bunch of pasta sauce today from tomatoes in the garden, so I'm all down with that. But you know, they were real tomatoes, not lab-grown tomatoes. This is all making you want more beef? Yeah, good man. It says never feed bovine flesh. Yes.
I consumed a hamburger.
Yummy.
I don't even know why I said that.
I think GMOs and tampering with food is what's causing higher cancer rates and obesity in America. I don't think GMOs are necessarily causing obesity in America, but definitely tampering with food is. I would completely agree with that. Yeah, I'm making animal noise again. If there's UFOs from other planets, they're probably remote controlled. I doubt they'd risk losing lives otherwise.
Yeah, they'd probably be.
No, they're not remote controlled. That's how we got here, you know.
You know, it's very hard to walk through the grocery store and actually find some kind of food that hasn't been tampered with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they're putting like tamper-proof seals on everything, so you know.
No, I mean it hasn't been engineered in a different way, or added this, or something taken out, or
that kind of tampered.
Yeah, you know. Like even oatmeal, you pick up a can of oatmeal and you wonder, well, did they put any preservatives in the can of oatmeal to make it last on the shelf 10 more years longer?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's like I even saw I was trying to think what I was trying to buy. So I went to check out a different grocery store in town. Once again, I'm just doing probing and testing stuff. Like doing that video I did on Shoppers Club programs was absolutely eye-opening. It was absolutely amazing to see. So it allowed me to see what some stores are doing and different things. So I was running low on peanut butter, and I get real peanut butter, which is just peanuts, right? And so I'm looking in this grocery store, and it's like natural peanut butter. Pick it up. Look at the back. Natural peanut butter contains peanuts, palm oil, sugar. I'm like, this is not natural peanut butter. Natural peanut butter, you look at the ingredients list and it says peanuts. And you can tell because there's oil at the top of the thing. You have to open up and stir it first. So, yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. You really have to watch what's going on. All right, any other thoughts on all of that?
I am right now just currently screwing around with the blanket.
Yep, I see that. All right.
I honestly would love to have a garden. We have space at our other house to do. We don't really have space here. We don't have a very big backyard, but there's just so many squirrels and stuff that come and take everything. Like we had figs before I moved to this house. We had fig trees at our old house, and we could never get figs because the squirrels would always take them.
It's about
I had the same problem at my old house. I had a nice walnut tree, and about this time of the year, every squirrel in the city was tearing every nut out of that tree they could find.
Oof. Poor tree.
Yep.
Yeah, those fig trees we had, those were really special fig trees because it was my great uncle went to Italy and he actually got some plantings and he somehow knew how to get everything and he brought it back in his suitcase to the U.S. and he gave some to my grandfather and some to us. And so those are actual Italian fig trees.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Is Toss around? He's talking about the Italian fig trees.
Toss.
So is Google trying to take over the Linux market where everything runs on Linux? They want that market. I don't know. Maybe they're probably trying to take over every market.
They want to take over.
They don't need to. They've made their own Linux.
Yeah, this is true.
They probably want to take over freaking everything.
Ooh, a pomegranate tree. That sounds good.
If it ain't Google, it's Amazon.
Or Microsoft.
Why not both?
Yeah. All right. I think what we'll do. Let's see. I think we need to feed a kitty, don't we? We do need to feed a kitty.
Feed the kitty. Feed the kitty. Feed the kitty.
Full screen here. Oh, kitty.
And give him a big fat grasshopper.
Feed the cat. Feed the cat.
Kitty's back there. See the kitty back there? See the kitty?
Kitty.
Where's he at? All right.
Oh, I see his little face. He's like right by your arm.
There he is.
You little kitty. See your little
He's
kitty.
like, yeah, I'll bite. I'll come on over. I'll come over for kitty treats. Come on, bud.
I want to see him.
I'm not picking you up, though. You're going to have to jump up here. Come on. Come on up.
He wants the little tree.
Come on.
You got to get the other one interested in treats too, so you can rotate your cats.
She likes the treats. She just doesn't like cameras. Hey, kitty, come on up.
How does she know though? Did she see the cameras?
I don't know.
She's
just
talking
how
to
people-
herself.
how
That's how she
people
knows the
talk.
camera's on.
Yeah, it might just be how I'm talking. Hey, kitty, you want kitty treats? He's like, I
Hey, you
want
got a
kitty
mouse
treats,
pad just like mine.
Yeah, I do. Shop.switchtolinux.com if you want a mouse pad. Hey, kitty, I'm not picking you up.
Actually, you had a raffle and I won this.
Yeah, I still have one pad left because the person that won it didn't. Ever get me their address, so I have one mouse pad left. Maybe I should raffle off another one. Oh boy, Katie.
I still need to get a mouse pad. I don't have any switch to Linux stuff, and this one that I have here doesn't even. It has like sticky stuff on the bottom.
I was so grateful for the mouse pad. I went and bought a nice coffee mug.
Yeah, that's a nice coffee mug.
I may just have to go buy a mouse pad after this.
If you want, I can send you that other one I have. It's the one that says, I think it says "Switch to Linux, you fool." I think that's the one I have.
Ooh, pet the kitty, pet the kitty.
Yeah, let me know if you want it, Clint. If I have one more Switch Linux mouse pad laying around, if you want it, just send me an email afterwards.
Okay, yeah, I will.
Quint, do you have computer stores around you?
No, not really.
Or maybe a store that sells mice?
Well, we have Best Buy. That's the closest thing we have over here.
It might be cheaper for you to actually just buy a mouse pad from there than the shipping. I don't know how much it costs to ship these things.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. The mouse pad is, it's pretty cheap. It's unless I was shipping it to Vince. If I was shipping it to Vince, it'd be like $25.
Yeah, no, don't ship it over here. Actually, I really wanted one of those coffee mugs, but then when I looked at your shop, and I saw that the shipping was almost going to be as much as the coffee mug itself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is a problem over there in your country.
Yeah, maybe, Vince, what we can do is I can get in a bunch of stuff that you want and put it in a box and ship it all once because I don't think the pricing goes up too much.
No, maybe not. I'll have a think about it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, guys, I do have a my next book is actually in the advanced reader copy program. I'm not sure if I sent that link out to the supporters or not, but it is out and available. So I'll go ahead and try and remember to send that up. But anyway, is that an iPhone watch? No, it is not.
It kind of looks like an Apple Watch.
It does, but it's not. No, it's not an Apple Watch.
Tom would never have an Apple Watch.
No, I would not. I hunted around to find anything that would not require you to connect it to a device, and this is the only thing I found, which is actually it's by Garmin, actually. It'll collect all of the data that I want, but you never have to connect it to a device to get it. You can read up to 7 days of data off the phone, off the watch, without connecting it to any devices. All right. I think what we're going to do here, we're going to wrap this guy up. I will be streaming in about an hour. Copy link address. Pasting this in the feed now. And we are talking about the erosion of Christian values on the other channel tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that link is in there. Any final words, everybody?
Banana! Also, bye.
All right. Dan?
Crickets are tasty.
Crickets. Quint?
I'm getting ready to get a new pair of pants so I can fit my giant phone inside it.
You know what? I just bought a new pair of pants today because I have no pants that fit me anymore.
Are you going the right direction or the wrong direction, Dan?
The wrong direction.
Uh-oh.
I had to go a size larger.
Oh no! All right.
Actually, I had to wear a stretched out pair of shorts to Myers to go buy some pants so I wouldn't freeze to death going to somewhere from the winter.
Let's see.
I'll
Vince,
show you guys that video when we cut off. We jump off here.
Smash the like button, everyone. Bye.
All right. Yep.
All right, Vince. Nice to see you, Vince.
Oh, no, I'm still here. I'm saying bye to everyone else. Dan.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hold on. We have got a question. Is Blackmagic the only capture that works on a Linux box? I think there's a couple, but I have not looked into all of them that do. All right. Let's go ahead and wrap up, and we will catch you guys later.
Adios, you awesome people. Have an awesome day. Bye.
Bye-bye, all.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for dropping in.
Just waiting for the final.
So let me pull up that video that I was talking about of the iPhone. You've seen it, Ashton. You don't